All right, this week it's pretty much jumping from the edge of space and all the way down to Microsoft and Apple and a little bit here in between.
All at twice the speed of sound.
Hi, and welcome to txtNationTV. This is episode number 52. That's right. My name's Rusty G.
I'm Alan.
And if you missed it, we had kind of a world event this past Sunday, which actually was supposed to happen the previous Monday or Tuesday or something.
It was a weekday.
Yeah, it was a weekday. Nobody was really watching at that point, so I think that's really why they did it, so they could change it till Sunday. But tell us about it, because I watched it after. Did you get to watch it live as it was happening, or what was going on?
No, I wanted to, but when I logged on, he was already on the ground.
Oh, okay.
But I watched a lot of video afterwards.
Yes.
And so if you don't know, Felix Baumgartner was going to break the previous free fall record, which was set by actually one of his teammates. And if I had the name of it as I'm stalling here, Colonel Joe Kittinger. Why can't these people be named like Joe Smith and Jack Mama? So it was Co Kittinger. He held the previous record at, it was 102,000 feet, which...
Just over 20 miles, I think, something like that.
Yeah, which is high in itself. I've never been 102,000 feet and never have any intentions of reaching that height. But Felix was like, all right, let's do 129,000 feet, and that takes you basically to the stratosphere, right to the curvature of Earth. And we have a video here. If you haven't seen it, if you haven't, go see the whole thing, because when he's looking over, you can actually see the curvature of the Earth. It's kind of like, words can't even describe it.
It's kind of like all the videos that eclipsed, not really eclipsed, but came before this, was little Lego guys.
Yeah, the Lego
toys,
the balloons and
Boy Scouts sending up little things with weather balloons and stuff like that. It's kind of like that, but he pretty much killed it, because it's a human being that has now jumped, basically 24 miles straight up and just, barreled down, breaking Mach 1 speed of sound.
Yeah, free fall. That's free fall. He jumped off space. Even talking about it sounds ridiculous, but and you'll see in the video, he actually started spinning, like a death spiral is what they call it.
Yeah.
But since he's such a pro, he was able to catch himself out of it, get in that flying squirrel position, and he brought it straight home. So big shout out, big 24-5 mile shout out to Felix Baumgartner.
I think I want to go to 25 miles. I think I want to start right now and start training and just hit 25 miles.
Yeah, why not? Just
break another world record.
Lose some weight, do some jogging, maybe.
Hey, I've been on a good lifespan here lately, so why not?
Call Red Bull, see if they got some money to give you.
Anyway, that was just something that was a world event. I think a large amount of people around the world saw that. It was amazing, something awesome. Wasn't exactly tech related, but it was very awesome to see. So we just wanted to hit that up before we got started into the tech stories. We've missed a couple things. I do want to throw this in before we get to the two biggest things. Galaxy S3, everybody knows what it is. I own one. I use one. Matter of fact, we're recording on one right now, using it for our video. It's a popular phone. Been out since July. Took a little bit to get to the United States to come to I think it's Sprint, AT&T, and Verizon, and maybe T-Mobile. I'm not 100% sure, but anyway, really good phone. It's basically the runner-up to the iPhone 5, because right now, if you look for anything, people are either telling you the Galaxy S3 or the iPhone 5, one or the other.
I think the iPhone 5 was the best thing for the Galaxy S3.
Whatever.
Because the Galaxy S3 was already out.
Yeah.
They had that, they kind of gave us that creepy little video, the first video of the S3, where it watches you sleep and things like that. We kind of went, I don't know about that, but then the iPhone 5 came out and it was like, all right, no NFC, no.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think the S3 is the I mean, the iPhone 5 was the best thing to happen for Samsung.
So anyway,
even though they lost that case.
Yeah. Anyway, and there's spats going on right now about whether or not Apple's going to continue staying with Samsung for their chips and everything. But on another note, besides that, Samsung announced the Galaxy S3 Mini, which is going to kind of lead up into the stories we're about to talk about, because they were like, okay, we've got enough of this Galaxy S3. It's a 5-inch phone. It's huge. It's 4.8 inches is the screen. It's full 5-inch phone. It's huge. But maybe we sold so many of these that maybe we might need to bring it back a little bit and sell something smaller to compete with, like the iPhone 4s, other Android devices, other HTC devices, all the other Androids that are out there, because it's basically just Android and iOS right now at this point, even though BlackBerry's available and Microsoft Windows phones are available. It's just basically those two. But it's a mini version of the Galaxy S3. It doesn't have the crazy processor. I think they went with like a 1.0, 1.2 versus the 1.5 or 2 that's in the Galaxy S3. I forget all the specs on the thing, but it's just a dumbed down version of the Galaxy S3. Still a great phone. Still, right now though, it's not going to do LTE because it's not stateside. It's in Europe only, so it'll take a little while to come over to the stateside. Probably because of battery issues and things like that. Because right now, even with LTE being in it's covered the United States with Verizon, not so much AT&T, and Sprint's working on it. They're trying to get there. Maybe this Chinese purchase.
Combined, LTE is covering the United States, but just not with the same people.
Yeah, so
same companies.
Anyway, we'll see if it comes stateside. It's a neat little phone if you don't want that huge 5-inch screen.
Ice cream sandwich?
It comes with ice cream sandwich, I believe, right out the box.
All right.
Samsung Galaxy S3 is supposed to be getting the ice cream sandwich soon. Actually, I take that back. Ice cream sandwich is 4.0 and Jelly Bean is 4.1. So yeah, sorry, got you all confused there. But Jelly Bean is supposed to be coming soon to the Galaxy S3, and I think Jelly Bean comes on the new Galaxy S3.
Oh, so it's getting Jelly Bean, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I check my phone every morning when I get up for Jelly Bean. It's like looking for a present.
I don't.
That's because. But anyway, yeah. So the Galaxy S3 Mini, be looking for that in the near future. Not so much stateside, but we will get it hopefully later next year. But anyway,
we'll see.
Two big announcements that obviously, and one of them's not an announcement. We already knew about it, but the pricing came out today. This is pretty cool. The Microsoft Surface. It's basically their version of a tablet, and it has a keyboard cover, much like what the iPad does with their smart cover, except for in their cover they put a full-on keyboard. Kind of cool. They released commercials last night during television. I think it was on during a football game, and also on in between Mike and Molly and Two Broke Girls on CBS. I think Microsoft's pushing this because they'll be available October 26th, and you can pre-order right now. $499 will get you a 32 gig version of this. It comes with Windows RT, which is not Windows 8 Pro. It's basically a lower version of the Windows Pro, because Windows 8 Pro will still run your Windows 7 applications, but the RT will not, because it'll be the new greatest tablet.
So it's like Metro.
Yes, it's built specifically for the tablet. So you're not going to have a start button. You'll just have a screen with all your, the tiles. The
and we don't like air quotes, but Metro is still a quotable word.
But yeah, you can get these starting right now. Like I said, $499 for 32 gig and $599 for a 64 gig. Pay another $100, go up to $699, and you can get the keyboard with it. The $499 and $599 price are without the keyboard. And if you want to go Pro, I'm sure it'll probably be closer to like $899, maybe even close to $1,000. I'm assuming, based upon the prices that we have now for the RT version.
So $100 for a keyboard,
basically. And if you don't buy the keyboard in the $499 or the $599 version, you have to pay $120 for the keyboard separately, unless you go through and buy it in the $699 price with the 64 gig. Then you save yourself $20 basically. So yeah.
Really like a player piano, and I don't feel like typing, have like some kind of dragon speech recognition software built into the keyboard. That seems like a lot of money for me.
Yeah.
for
Well,
a keyboard.
yeah, I agree. I mean,
The tablet's competitively priced, but
yeah, because it matches right along with the iPad.
Yep.
I mean, $4.99 on an iPad, only a 16 gig, and that's Wi-Fi only.
Yeah.
And then you get into $5.99 for a 32 gig, and then $6.99, so on and so forth. But you know, Microsoft's beating them by starting out at 32, and then going to 64, and that's really the only two versions that they have. I wish they would have done 128. Maybe they will for the Pro version. Because a lot of people need that, you know, storage for different things and stuff like that. But everything's kind of moving to the cloud,
Yeah.
so it's not really going to matter that you're going to need that much space. And I mean, to be honest with you, with my Galaxy S3, I bought a 16 gig version, and I have no reason to have, you know, 32 anymore because I stream everything I have. I use Pandora, I use Google Music for streaming. I purchase my stuff via Amazon MP3, so it goes to the cloud player, and I can play it from there, or I can download it to my computer. And then my computer shoots it right back up to Google Music servers, and so I'm streaming.
Yeah. Pogo Plug, Dropbox, Box.
Yeah, so on and so forth.
SkyDrive.
Yeah. I mean, you can go on and on about, you know, Sky services, and we have before, and don't want to get too deep into it. But yeah, I mean, there's really no need to have that 32, 64, even that wishful thinking 128 gig iPad.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. But because Microsoft is announcing their stuff today, it's a week before
Apple's new announcement, which is the iPad Mini. It's actually a thing.
Well, it's not actually a thing yet. Everybody knows it is, but it's not a thing until Apple says it's a thing.
Okay.
You're the Mac guy, and I had to
So
borrow
are you.
one. I had to borrow one today.
No, listen, that's his. He loves it. Shut up, Russell. So October 23rd, the Mini's coming out. And let's see.
We've pretty much already seen this thing.
Yeah.
We already know what it looks like, basically.
Well, our iPad's being used right now, but just take the iPad and bring it down to about 8 inches.
Yeah.
And that's. I mean, what else can it do?
Yeah.
What else can it be?
My understanding is it won't have the Retina display.
Yeah.
So that's, you know, I don't think that's a deal breaker. I really don't on a, you know, a 7-inch.
That's small of a screen. I mean, if you can tell, then you've got great eyes.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, and it's not, there's no pricing as of yet. There's not even leaks of pricing, just leaks of the product itself. So we don't know if it's going to be the same $199 like the Kindle Fire, you know, or even $299 or $499 like their high-end, which is about to hit the market as well.
Yeah.
The Kindle Fire HD, which is the 8.9 inch. So
They should start at like 149, 159 on this to be
Really?
competitive with the Kindle.
Now, do you think that Apple can do that though?
Well, Apple's not Apple anymore. It's Tim Cook's new. It's
It
Tim Cook's
is, but
operation.
it's still Apple. Can that be done? You know, Apple's all about profit.
Exactly. So they're going to make them cheaper and sell them cheaper to get more volume.
Yeah, but they're still going to make profit.
Well, yeah,
Amazon.
with the apps and
I know, but what I'm saying is Jeff Bezos, the CEO for Amazon, has said we are selling the Kindle at cost. At cost, not retail, not just a little bit added on. At cost. So if it's costing them $160, they're selling it $160. That's it.
and you believe them.
Look at the parts. I mean, obviously. I mean, they've tracked it down. That's what I'm saying is I don't think that Apple will do that. I think they will be...
Also, with the Kindle, though, it's an Amazon...
you know, you mean
shopping,
like it's a shopping
it's
cart,
a shopping
yeah.
cart already.
To me, it's a honeypot because it's like you're bringing people in because you're like, damn, I already bought all my books.
Yeah.
I already bought, you know, me. I buy all
It's like
my
when the
music.
Kindle came out with WhisperNet.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't really go into big into WhisperNet. When I had it, though, it was fantastic. 60 seconds, I had my book, even though it was on e-ink and it was green. And,
Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah.
still, it's a shopping cart right there for Amazon. So,
Yeah.
okay, I could see that, but I don't know.
Apple
Apple's
doesn't-
direction now is just...
I don't know. I still think Apple is going to be a profit, you know, machine.
Well, it's still a profit machine, but it's under different leadership.
Okay.
So I'm seeing, you know, they're still going to make money, but it's going to be different. Even though it's the same company. It sounds confusing. I'm confusing myself right now, but you saw the leadership under Steve Jobs.
Right.
I don't think there would have been an iPad Mini.
I don't think there ever would have been an iPad Mini either. And
Or
now
these fluorescent colors.
the
I mean,
iPod Touch is-
he did it with the iMacs back in in 2004 when he came back to the company with
Right.
the Mac aquariums. Okay, that's cute. You know, get that color out there. You know, get people buying them. But that was it. We went back to black,
And white.
gray, and silver.
Yeah.
Why mess with something that works? These commercials come on with doom doo 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 doo, and it makes me want to throw up.
Those are horrible commercials.
It looks like the Easter Bunny just puked right there, and there was the new iPod, the new iPad Mini. I'm going off subject here. There's also a couple of other Apple products as well to be launched. The new Mac Mini is also supposed to be launched, and MacBook.
A new MacBook 13-inch with the Retina display.
Yep.
So we're looking at, you know, an iPad Mini, a Mac Mini that's redesigned, a new Mac, supposedly a better curved screen or something. I didn't get into the details on the Mac because, like, again, I'm not a Mac person. Again, this is not mine.
Yes, it is. It's probably going to be like super sealed to where you
can't
open it.
Yeah.
And if you just do that, you got to take it into the geniuses.
Yeah, so there's going to be 2 or 3 product announcements. I obviously think that the iPad will probably be the last one. The one more thing.
Well, he introduced the iPhone
first,
which I know that shocked everybody.
Yeah, it was odd that
because like, okay, let's go home.
Yeah, because pretty much after the phone, nobody cared about anything else. So yeah,
because they didn't announce anything else, really. I mean, I guess.
Apple did change. I will say, watching that whole announcement, it did change.
And he apologized. Never apologize. Even if you're wrong, you get somebody else to apologize.
Or make it seem like it's their fault.
Or that's what Steve did.
You're holding it wrong.
I don't know if you've ever seen the emails that Steve would send to actual customers, but most of them were, "You're wrong, shut up, leave me alone, I've got better things to do." And people loved it. Because, honestly, people like to be treated like crap.
Hey, and, you know, after the whole maps thing, I mean, there was even, I saw somebody's tweet today that showed Apple's featured map section.
Mm-hmm.
The first one at the top, my favorite, and the one that I push every time I can get a chance, Waze, WAZE.com. Check it out. They're one of my favorites. And that's in their featured section now. It's like Waze, TomTom, Garmin, blah, 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 whatever. You know, and I'm like, they have pretty much waved the white flag and said, all right, yeah, we messed up, you know, da-da-da. So, yeah. I don't know. Apple is changing. We'll see what happens in the future.
We'll see what happens on the next Tuesday.
So, anyway, that will be it for this episode. Don't forget, though, coming up very, very soon, and probably not too far after this episode, GMX.
Yes.
Check it out, geekmediaexpo.com. Go and check it out. There's going to be a plethora of nerd and geeky things to do if you're in the Nashville area, or you can come into the Nashville area. We're going to be down in Franklin, Tennessee. We're going to be at the Marriott down there, the Franklin Marriott. We're going to be there from October 26th through the 28th. I don't know about Alan staying the whole time. I think I'm there the whole time because I think we get the whole weekend with the hotel. But you will be there as much as possible. We'll be hopefully talking to Veronica Belmont. Thank you very much, Geek Media Expo, for setting that up, hopefully. Exactly, fingers crossed. We don't know just yet. And Billy West is going to be there. Mm-hmm. We're going to see if that's going to be set up for us or not, if we're going to be able to talk to him. A lot of other names. We had one drop out. Unfortunately, we found this out today.
Yeah, Amber Nash.
Yep.
If you're an Archer fan, you'll know who she is. She's the voice of Pam. That bums me out. He didn't want.
I didn't care.
Yeah.
I didn't know who she was.
I'm an Archer fan, so.
But the lady who does the voiceover for GLaDOS, for those of you that do Portal, because I just got through playing Portal 2 and Portal right in a row. I played them right one after another. She'll be there, so you can probably...
Portal 1, Portal 2.
You can eat this Portal. But anyway, geekmediaexpo.com. Check it out. They've got all sorts of stuff that's going to be going on. We're going to be there covering it. We're going to be interviewing whoever we can other than Veronica Belmont. That just happens to be the one that we want the most. And we'll be talking to anyone and everyone else there.
Maybe we'll just grab people off the street.
Exactly. And I actually I didn't tell him about this, but we're going to go ahead and announce, since we are this close to Geek Media Expo, and I wanted to wait till after, but I want to go ahead and announce 2 things.
Okay.
One, you saw in the previous episode in the background, if you noticed and you paid attention, my laptop was scrolling through some pictures as we were going on. It wasn't the usual TxtNation logo like we have right here.
Mm-hmm.
If you go and check it out, txtNation.com right now, depending on how I fix it, should work or I'll forward it one of the ways.
Is it .com now?
Or txtNation.tv. I'm sorry, you're right.
Oh.
By the time you're watching this, hopefully it's fixed because right now it's under a hidden. It's not going to be there the way you're looking for it. It's going to be the way I sent it to you previously.
I'm still going to look for it.
Anyway, but depending on how I fix it, our new website is up. It's running. Go check it out. I think it's going to be easier for people to find episodes, for you to see what the latest thing is, because it's going to pop up right in front of you, carousel style, like in iTunes with cover flow style. So you'll be able to see the latest, and then right down below it, you'll see the last 10 episodes. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see the last 10 episodes. And then if you want to go in via a TxtNation full episode, you just go to txtNationTV. If you want to see a text a minute, you just click on text a minute. If you want to see just an interview, you can click on text interviews. And then once we start doing reviews and things like that, I have text unboxing right now, but because I've only done one unboxing, so
yeah,
that's the only video I have. And I'll probably have text product reviews and things like that if we do ways, something like that. So new website, check it out.
Yeah, definitely be more reviews coming up.
Yeah. And the other announcement that I kind of wanted to wait till after, but I'm a little occupied with other things, and I want to do it while I'm thinking about it. But
okay,
we will be covering, get this, CES.
Yes.
January.
As you know, we've announced that we've never been. We usually say, we were out in the parking lot, or this time we're going to be in the building legally.
Yep. Alan got us in through some voodoo magic, because I have no idea how it happened, but he sent me an email one day and said, hey, we're going to CES. And I said, okay, what plane do I need to take? So we're going to be at CES. We're going to try to cover as much as we can, as time permits during each day, because from my understanding from watching all the other podcasts, you are on your feet, and you have to be hydrated, and you have to be there all day long.
Yes.
So we're going to try to be there probably starting, you're not going to like this, but like 7 o'clock in the morning till at least 5 or 6, I think, when they shut it down. So we're going to be, on our feet all day long trying to talk to people. Hopefully have some new equipment by that time so that we can have better quality.
A lot of SD cards.
Yes, a lot of SD cards. So
I think of that new 256 gigabyte one.
I want one. I want one so bad.
We may to get one of those.
But we're going to be there January the 8th through the 12th, is that right? Something like that? Or 7th through the...
Yeah, it's the Tuesday through the Thursday.
Is it Tuesday, Thursday, or Tuesday, Friday?
It's Tuesday, Thursday. Officially.
Whatever it is.
That's the official, in the convention.
Whatever it is, we're going to be there.
There's going to be lots of stuff afterwards and before.
Yeah, I'm going to fly out there on my own, because he gets to go for free. Dirty person. And then I'm gonna get my ticket, and I'm actually going to be leaving... I think my ticket said Monday before, or like late Sunday night or early Monday morning, one of those two, that I'll be flying out there just to kind of soak in, get things set up, and then you'll be there as, your time permits, because your free ticket gets you kind of whenever you get there.
Yeah,
So, check it out, txtNation.tv, new website, and also we'll be there at CES in January. So for right now, make sure you follow us online. We've got multiple places. txtNation.tv, as I said.
Mm-hmm. You can catch all of our videos, youtube.com/txtNationTV.
Add us as a friend on Facebook, facebook.com/txtNationTV.
Follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/txtNationTV.
And for those of you Googling, yes, we are still part of the Google, platform. It's the add us to your circles on Google+. It's gplus.to/txtNationTV.
And you pinners out there, I still see you taking my photos, but that's okay. That's fine, because I took them from somebody else. Pinners.com/txtNationTV.
Just make sure you subscribe, comment, like us, whatever it is.
We see more comments now, even negative ones. Love those.
Yeah, bring it on. Make sure just follow us, subscribe, do whatever you can, and we'll see you again for episode number 53, and hopefully we're talking about a new iPad.